All right, our next topic is going to be about Tia Mori, and right now she's has a new show coming out, talking about getting back to dating after uh, um, exiting her divorce, her marriage, or not her divorce, but exiting her marriage. And it's going to be a very interesting conversation though, because she brings up her sister, and you would think she would probably have a, at least from us regular people looking at their, how close they are, especially they're twins, that they don't have the relationship that we thought they did.
Just some speculation. Her sister is married in a nuclear family and building her family, I believe. And I hate to say it, but that might play a part into that. It's such a duty to be in a household like that, and
Hmm.
hopefully they work it out. I don't know what the circumstances are behind it, but I would imagine that plays a part in it to a degree.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I have some thoughts on that, which I'll share them as we get further in the video. But yeah, let me get it queued up here. My God, she says she got tired, and I know these are just clips, and this, I mean, but they put this out. This is from her channel, and so she says she got tired of what people thinking that they were perfect. What the hell does it matter what people think about your own marriage? Like seriously, what
It
does it
doesn't.
matter? And you're a celebrity.
Look, one thing I know about marriage, being married for 15 years, the minute you start caring what other people think about your marriage, and the
Hmm.
minute you start explaining your marriage to people, you messed up
Yeah,
right off the rip.
yeah.
Huge mistake.
Yeah, yeah, and again, I'm just the way that she exited the marriage. It was such a public event, and I forget her husband's name. But you remember her husband's name?
Corey something, I think.
Yeah, Hardrick. Is it Hardrick or I added?
You might be right.
But he just got a 4 or 5 picture movie deal with Tyler Perry, I believe.
Corey
So
Hardy.
yeah, Harvey. Okay, is it Harvey or Harvick?
Hardrick.
Hardrick. Okay, yeah. So Corey Hardrick, I mean, he definitely won. He tried to save his marriage. He did everything. I mean, visual from what we saw on the public side, he was trying to save his marriage, and she just wanted to exit the marriage. She just wanted to get out of the marriage and live a life that that I don't know what she thinks she's going to find out there, and also going on a create a reality TV show to kind of like talk about the next chapter in your life. First of all, I thought it was supposed to be like kind of a private thing. When did this become like you got to do a reality TV show behind it? When did it become like a very public display about you moving on to the next chapter? I know some men that have gotten divorced. They feel like shit. They don't want. I mean, they they have trouble going on in life. And she's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do a TV show. Yeah, I'll do a reality TV show. And my kids are gonna see this 10 years later and probably ask, like, Mom, was this all worth it? Like, this is mind blowing to me. This is nasty work.
I got to find this study, but I found a study once that it wasn't necessarily talking about divorce. It was talking about breakups between men and women, period.
Mhm.
The women tend to do better in the short term, um, and the men tend to do better in the long term. For
Yeah.
some reason, it takes us longer to get over these things, despite what the perceptions are. Men take a little bit longer to get over it. We deal with it differently, but it takes us longer to get over it. And I think, at least from what I saw, he was willing to try, make it work one more time, but it seemed like she was ready to move on. So she
Yeah.
made the choice. Good luck to her. Good luck to both of them. I think based on the way he acted in that last Tyler Perry movie, yes, I did watch that with my wife, and he did a great job in it. I think that's probably why he got that deal, and I think his career is about to take off even more. So now that he can focus on himself. With her, um, I don't know, man. Like the harsh truth that we have that people don't realize is men are born with no value, and they have to build it up as they age.
Sure. Yeah.
Women are born with all the value, and the challenge for them is to keep it and maintain it because they
Yeah.
lose it the older they get. And I say all that to say, and granted, this is just a small sample size. I don't know too many single people who are happy being single. I know single people who don't want to be single, but they can't find what they're looking for to balance what they're trying to do in their life.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be even harder for her because she's a celebrity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then her doing this whole public display and talking about dating and everything, that just goes to show you like there's gonna be another simp or some dude that's gonna be like, hey, I know she blew up her family and her husband is still gonna be part of her life because Corey ain't going anywhere. Corey's just gonna be like, hey, I'm still stopping over. Like Corey, that stuff ain't gonna that's none of that stuff is gonna happen or you're gonna stop with him. But I mean, hey, be the guy that wants to walk into that mess, knowing the way that Tia is operating as well too, because Tia is like she's going full blown like I don't want to say she's doing something crazy, but I believe this is probably leading to a crash out down the road because I'm not going to watch the show. I'll just probably see if anything trends, but this is probably going to lead to like a big crash out, or at least with the kids, because these kids are going to be in the middle of it. Like the kids have to deal with all the BS and all the stuff that the parents bring, and it's like, was dad that bad to the point where you had to leave the marriage? Because as far as I know, he wasn't abusive, and even though she made more money than he did, he like it was at the issue that he didn't make enough money, but he's keeping the household going well. He was keeping pretty active with his kids. Like what is it going to take, or what's an issue that that was like, hey, I gotta get out of this marriage. Like, and did you try to work it out with them? Like, that's what I want to know. But I mean, it's not my business to know stuff like that, though. But when people do stuff like that, that's why I start thinking. I'm like, well, did she do any of these things? Was it the best answer was to break up your family, napalm it, and then start a new TV show talking about how you left your old life?
Yeah, and I noticed when I did a quick search on her, the first thing that pops up was a People magazine article from a couple days ago. And she kept using the word happiness in it. Happiness is a choice.
Happy or joy.
So here's the thing that people don't understand about marriage. Your spouse is not responsible for your happiness. You're responsible for your happiness. They should be adding to it, but they're not responsible for it.
Right.
And just based on some of the things that I've read so far, it sounds like she gave the typical "I'm not happy, so I'm out of here" type of thing. And that's an accountability dodging statement, honestly. And a lot of people don't realize. I used to say marriage is hard work, but monogamy in general is hard work. You cannot be lazy and be monogamous. You're constantly thinking about other people. You got to make sure you don't become unattractive to them and become a jerk over time. Like, this is hard work.
Yeah, get your ass in the gym. Yes, stay in the gym.
And I suspect that's why 50%, possibly more at this point of these marriages end in failure, because you came in not knowing that. You didn't understand accountability. You didn't understand duty and gender roles. And yes, I said gender roles. Bring back gender roles. And I think that's the way society is headed. She's going to be the perfect demonstration of how society is heading right now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. And it'll be interesting to see how the kids act on this show, but I know they're not happy, especially nobody wants their business paraded around like that. I'm sure those kids are going to school, but nobody wants any of this. So
yeah, for real.
Back to
feel for those kids.
Divorce is about starting over.
Oh my fucking man. I just can't deal with this shit anymore.
I'm going to
this is triggering.
I'm going to extend a branch to her of understanding, because she did make one statement that I kind of get.
But
people who are married or in long-term relationships, they often wear three hats, especially if they're parents. There's the spouse hat, there's the parent hat, and then there's my own personal hat. And what I notice in people that I talk to, a lot of people who are married and have kids, they got the parent part down, but the other two things get neglected. Or sometimes they have the parent part down, and then they have the spouse part down too, but they totally neglect the myself part. So what ends up happening is they neglect themselves for so long that they start feeling resentful towards their spouse and their kids. So you really have to have a good balance with marriage. Like for example, I'll use myself. I don't like to talk about my private life too much, but one of the things I'll do is we'll take a family trip, we'll take a couples only trip, and then we'll take a solo trip. That's kind of you got to find times in these buckets for all three. You cannot neglect all three of these buckets. Otherwise, you're going to be frustrated in your marriage. And to me, it sounds like that's what happened with her.
Yeah, yeah. And man, this is so disrespectful. This what is this discount Craig David ass motherfucker? Like, I'm not even a Corey fan like that. And this is who she goes on a date with. This is who she features. This is setting a goddamn statement. This is
Like she
ridiculous,
has a
man.
type, or it looks like she has a type.
Her type, Corey Hardy don't look like that.
Man, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Like, and this guy actually looks, I can't tell from here because he looks a little bit younger, but for them to lead up, like, I just want to find love. Take your ass, put the money in that bathtub and take a bath in it. That's what you should do. As long as your kids, like, this is the thing, and never been married. Just as long as your kids are taken care of, that you're healthy, and I'll give her this. She keeping that thing looking good. Like, I mean, she still got it. I mean, yeah, sorry.
She does.
I know if someone's going to call me a simp or I'm being thirsty, I don't give a fuck.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with complimenting a woman on her. A simp is somebody who's giving up all their resource, the MEAT acronym. All a simp is somebody who's giving up that stuff to someone who doesn't deserve it. But you just complimenting her on how pretty she is.
Yeah.
She's pretty. but
yeah.
any man who stands on business knows that alone ain't enough. He should be asking questions.
Oh yeah. We character. And that was
me and you both know guys who would give her everything she wanted just based on who she is. They're not even asking any questions.
And that makes her the most dangerous one, though, because she wrecked her home and she wants to get back in these streets and wreck whatever situation. Like, and I know that guy probably signed some type of disclosure agreement or whatever, NDA or whatever, but he's jumping into this. He knows what's going on. And I'm like, you still gonna do it? This is ridiculous.
He's probably an up-and-coming actor, if I had to guess.
Hey, you're probably right though. But this.
What's one of the first things they ask you when you're interviewing for a job? Why did you leave your last job?
Exactly.
We need to start looking at some of this stuff like a job interview.
Well, yeah. And again, she blew up her marriage, but she's gonna have a line of dudes ready to go. And I'm like, man, I'm glad. I want to see y'all crashing out. Matter of fact, I will. Anytime when this guy showed up, we're gonna revisit this shit. I want to see what he thought he was getting himself into, because that's the conversation.
Yeah.
She getting back on these streets. You know, she's just trying to find herself. She got a goddamn stripper here.
Good luck. Because I me personally,
I'm trying to find love. Nobody will love me. Yeah. You love some dick. I mean, you finding that like that, but you know what? That is what she's going to find. She's going to find a bunch of men that will like slay her. But that's it. These men ain't gonna bother jump in this relationship, take her serious. And last time I checked, she was talking about love. And this is what, and again, this makes her dangerous, because it sends a message out there that you can blow up your family and then you can get back on these streets and you can find the right one. That is, if that's supposed to be, I don't know how long they were married, but if that's your soulmate, what makes you think you're gonna find another soulmate? What makes you think you're gonna find the one to be what fucking man is gonna love your kids better than your goddamn husband did? What? I don't know what man. And what if your kids don't like your new fucking boy toy? Well, you know, kids sometimes just don't know yet. I have been on dates with women that have said, hey, if my dog doesn't like you, then, you know, it's a no-go for me. I'm like, you taking fucking relationship advice from your fucking canine? Like, seriously, that makes no damn sense. But they'll do stuff like this. And they'll just
say, how many videos I've seen on social media, and it's the same thing. It's these women with these big ass dogs that they can't train or dominate.
Hey.
Cane Corsos or pits. The dog will snap at the boyfriend and they're just sitting there recording and just laughing at it.
Yeah. Yep.
Same thing.
Yeah. But again, you know, she's trying to find love. She's going through a hard time. Her sister won't talk to her. Yeah.
Just like she was married for 15 years, like 08 to 23.
Jeez. All right.
I was just about to say I wouldn't be surprised if I saw her on stage with Usher at that.
All right, let me get a few more out of them. We
got all the stereotypes today.
That's who she's taking advice from. No wonder she's going through it. Man, my God. Here, let me jump forward. There's There's a particular scene I was trying to get to. Oh yeah, I can tell. I can tell. It's been quite a journey. Oh man.
It really sounds like she got so wrapped up in being a wife and a mom that she just ignored herself.
Well, I think for a lot of women when they in marriages, what I see happening from outside in is that they get bored with it. They're just like, hey, I've done this. Now I want to go be CEO of Nabisco. Now I want to like run for president. Like they just get bored of it. I want to be a state senator. Like they just get really bored of being a a successful mom. And last time I checked, being like being a homemaker, or I mean, she's not a homemaker, but being a mom and having your kids under one roof, I thought that was the goal. I thought that was like something that,
It
a lot
probably
of
was until she
relationships
listened
don't
to
get.
Kamala, Oprah, and Tracy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was doing this before, but they are reaffirming it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, it's just, and
She wants to be a modern woman, so I say, you know what? Go be a modern woman.
yeah.
Do
Yep.
everything you wish you was doing when you was married.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I mean she gonna find out. And then the sad part is your kids are gonna have to see all the ups and downs of this. I mean, at some point I assume they'll probably watch it, but this is gonna be on the internet forever. And so your kids are gonna see, the up and downs in your relationship. And then the mere fact that you guys wanted to like who thought this was a good idea to green light, like, hey, let's do post-divorce. Like, are we worried that this could spawn like a new generation of reality TV shows when we're talking about people's divorces? I can't imagine what let a man do this stuff.
Dude,
They're
people
like,
have
no,
divorce
we didn't
parties
cancel it.
now. People have divorce parties now. Like it's we've already hit the low. Divorce parties.
Yeah, but
Celebrating a marriage ending and kids being traumatized.
yeah, and when
Here
people
we are.
wonder about why marriage were the decline, this is why. This is one of the reasons.
Why?
Exactly. And I know for a lot of people, the way she sold that, they're gonna be like, well, hey, I think that kind of I get that. No son wants to see his mom going through this evolution. That's not his fucking responsibility. He's supposed to be a kid. He's not supposed to be on some reality TV show trying to see how mom get her groove back. That's not his responsibility. He's supposed to, like, I mean, sounds like his dad is still active in his life, and that's good. But that home life, I wouldn't be surprised if the son was like, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna stay with dad, full time or whatever." Like she clearly was the breadwinner in that relationship because of her previous success, which we both loved her shows. But her son, it's just weird that they brought that up though, and they're trying to get ahead of it because they don't want the son, or they're going to ask this question like, well, he didn't feel comfortable, blah blah blah. So you make the little kid that's 6 years old, 7 years old, that kid is comfortable. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Divorce is tough on kids, and I am speaking from experience with that. And I didn't want no parts of that either. So I totally understand that 13-year-old kid.
Yeah. Yep. All right. And that's where I wanted to get to, because she said two things real quick. She said the first thing was, she thought I was going to have a, mom and dad at home, blah, blah, blah. Well, you blew up your marriage, so you were in control of that. But this other thing is your sister, who is happily married, and does she have kids?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. So why are you not close with your sister? You guys were on this TV show. I understand family dynamic is crazy, especially when you get older. And I'm not saying like you need to have like the perfect family dynamic, but it definitely speaks to like everything that's going on, because she brought it up in her show and acted like, oh, I gotta like just give this warm this warm intro on why I don't talk to my sister, because I believe she's gonna call somebody else. But I mean, why are you not calling your sister? Like, your sister's gonna know you better than anybody else, and then you're going through some heartbreak. I mean, why are you not talking to your sister? Is it because you blew up your family? Did something else happen between you and your sister? Like, she's very very elusive, like when she's describing like these weird situations, like with her son, with her husband, or at least the family dynamic. And then here we are with her sister. Like, I don't know if you can even, it's telling me that there's some more that she's hiding, And most celebrities are definitely hiding stuff, Diddy, but she's definitely like, but only letting us see what we want to see. And for most people, they're gonna think this is normal. This is not normal. There's nothing about this is normal.
That's a really good point. She only gonna show you what she wants you to see.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, typically when you do stuff like this, these are typically the same type of people that get offended when you ask them why they got divorced, or they'll say that's not your business, or you're kind of making it everybody's business. So why is it offensive if people ask? It's confusing, man. It really is. And the whole sister thing, I'm going to assume, like I said, she's probably focused on her family and building that structure, and she's probably got some things going on. Hopefully, that's the only reason why, because that's something that can easily be fixed at some point.
Yeah, I almost feel like when you are in a happy marriage, and do you allow? Is it healthy to have your wife around people that are not married, or people that are, maybe they're going through? I mean, they're still in the streets. Like, is that the play? Is that something that you want around your wife?
It depends on the context, but generally speaking, no. I mean, misery loves company, especially if it's an ugly situation. That just spreads like a virus, man. It doesn't totally make sense, but at the same time, you kind of have to, like I said, the context is important because we don't know a lot of married people. It's just becoming rarer and rarer. So to set that stipulation is easier said than done.
Sure.
I know some single people that are solid individuals, but I know some who are straight savages too. It probably shouldn't be anywhere near marriage. Yeah. So you kind of got to take it case by case.
Yeah. I mean, so we're gonna wrap this up, but last point on Tia, and I'll let you have the last word. MC, is that Tia doing this whole TV show, this is just not the right play for her. I know she's probably gonna get a bag off this, but this just isn't the right play for her. I don't know what WeTV is, but they're getting a shout out, or they're getting some endorsements there too. But and I know, and this weird thing with Tia and Tamara is that people love Tia more than Tamara, and Tamara's the one that's like accomplished with the family. It's like almost family's been discounted. So I don't know.
I'm pretty sure WeTV's, I think it stands for women. It's something with women. I'm pretty sure it does, and that would further explain it. I don't think it's a male friendly network. So we're going to get her side of the story, and that's all we're going to get. Honestly, if I'm Corey, I ain't talking about this either. I'm gonna put my head down and I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna heal up and I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna hit the gym, shoot some hoops, hang out with the fellas a couple times, and just chill out.
Yeah,
because he about to take off. I really believe that.
Yeah, Corey definitely is what you should do. Is how you handle these situations. You don't look back. You just move forward. So
yeah, don't slander her. Don't even mention her name. Just keep it moving. That's all you can do. Yeah, We stands for Women's Entertainment. So yeah, I was right.
Got it. Cool. All right. Well, this was a good show, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. Definitely like, subscribe, and we're gonna have more stuff coming out. Anything, MC?
Nah, it was a good one, man. Appreciate y'all listening. Rock out with us.
Yep. See ya.
Peace.